Some have won medals, and for Team Singapore athletes, some with a slice of history.
That is absolutely right. A couple of sports in which Singapore has been waiting a very long time for medals. The first one for a medal at all, the second for a gold medal.
That's right. The first was in tennis. Now, Stephanie Tan has qualified for the semi-finals of the women's singles event, and that means she's assured of a medal, the first in 34 years in the SEA Games for Singapore.
Congratulations to her. The second sport, though, snooker. A gold medal won late last night. We're going to bring you the highlights of that men's competition in a short while, but first it's over to Singapore's top female tennis player. Team Singapore's Stephanie Tan, currently ranked 540 in WTA singles, went into the semi-finals knowing that she had definitely won Singapore's first tennis medal in 34 years. She was assured of a bronze, but she wanted a place in the final. The 24-year-old's opponent was Thailand's Luxika Kumkum, who is ranked 212, 328 places above her. And it showed as the Thai dominated the first set, winning the first 3 games easily. Stephanie's only point came in the 4th game. The Thai won the next 3 games and took the set 6-1. In the next set, Stephanie was determined to make a fight of it. She served hard and forced the Thai to the baseline as she hit a series of forehands and backhands to win the first game. But the Thai number 1 reeled off a series of winners. Stephanie tried to stage a comeback. In the end, it was the Thai girl who booked her place in the final. She won the second set 6-1. So Stephanie was unable to match Lim Pi Lun's feat of winning silver in 1983 SEA Games in Singapore. But she had still created a bit of history.
Of course, I'm a little bit disappointed with the result. I wanted to make it to the finals, obviously, but I think Kumkum just really played very, very well today, and she's been playing well she's always been very, very good at the SEA Games. Even in the tournaments leading up, she's just won the last 2 25,000 events. So she's obviously the most informed player this week, and yeah, it's just really tough. She played really well and didn't really give me the chance to kind of break into the match. She just kind of started out very well and just really kept going. I did try my best, but today wasn't my day. I think it's bittersweet because I really wanted to do better than that, but I think in general, the bronze, we're still very happy with the result. I'm proud of myself for having made it to the semi-finals to give us a bronze, and we haven't had any medals from tennis in the SEA Games for a long time, so everyone's really happy about it, and so am I.
After a hard-won victory over defending champions Malaysia in the semi-final, Singapore took on yet another gargantuan task against Thailand, yet another favourite for the gold. And it looked as if the pair of Chan Keng Kwang and Tae Chun Kiet would miss out after Thailand overwhelmed them in the first frame with a 65-13 victory. In the second frame, determined to claw back the gold within their grasp in this best-of-5 final, Singapore raced to chalk up the points. And they did just that, racing to 54-0 before giving up the turn to the Thais. But the Thais had no reply. Singapore wrapped up the second frame 79-6. 1-1 and into the third frame. Singapore took a lead of 28 before conceding the last point when they missed. The Thais tried to stage a comeback.
Nine. Bing.
But the Singapore pair was on fire and they took this frame with a 72-18 score.
Singapore 9, frame considered.
Frame number 4 and Singapore could pocket the gold if they won this. They took a 23-0 lead. But this frame proved to be a nervy affair. Singapore missed. So did the Thais. Then Singapore was right on cue and took a 73-39 lead before conceding their turn. The Thais then gave Singapore a fright. Their accuracy saw them with a break of 30 straight points, bringing them to just 4 points short of Singapore.
11.
Would Singapore have to settle for silver? Not on Chan and Tay's watch. They went on to pot the crucial points. And gold was Singapore's, 3 frames to 1, and Chan Keng Kwang and Tay Chun Kiet had won Singapore's first double snooker gold in 8 years.
So congratulations to Chan Keng Kwang, Tay Chun Kiet and Stephanie Tan. Right, we're headed for a break, but when we come back, we only have Joe Schooling, Kwa Ting Wen. Yeah, our swimmers are coming right up.
Not only that, our Pencak Silat team was also taking part in their competition today, and the bowlers with the team event. Stay with us. This is Today at the Games. Hello and welcome back to Today at the Games, Media Corp's coverage of the 29th Southeast Asian Games. Now we have packed the show to the rafters. We've got bowling, silat, swimming, athletics
and badminton. Yep. Team competition, powerhouse rivals, Malaysia versus Thailand. That is coming up after...
shooting.
Bam.
That's it. And Tae Soo Hong in action looking for another gold.
And let's not forget as well, Ong Jin Hong looking for a medal in the 50 meters rifle prone.
Team SG shooter Ong Jun Hon had to give up his beloved air rifle event due to a back injury, and he switched his focus to the rifle prone event. The 29-year-old contested his first 50-meter rifle prone at the SEA Games, and he did just enough to qualify for the final, clinching the 8th and final spot with a score of 611.2 points. Teammate Lim Chong-sien had already booked his spot with a 6th place finish. Jun Hong didn't let the poor qualifying performance affect him. He was instead motivated to up his game in order to have a gold medal chance. But the Team SG shooter was locked in a tight battle with local favourite Muhammad Izwan. Teammate Chong-sien couldn't keep pace as he was eliminated early on and settled for 6th place. Jun Hong was in medal contention, exchanging the top spot with the Malaysian throughout. It was after 18 shots that he relinquished his top spot. Izwan had held his nerve better, and it paid off with the 50-meter rifle prone gold, while Jun Hong had to take the silver.
It's the same, pretty much about focusing on my processes. I wanted to get my technique right, ignore whatever external factors there are, the rah-rah and who I'm up against. I know I'm up against an Olympian and Asian Games silver medalist, and so, but those are irrelevant to me. I just want to do what I can and see what I get out of it at the end, and I'm definitely happy with the result at the end. Most of the time in finals, I would rather be the one chasing. When you are at the start, it feels like it's yours to lose, but when you're from behind you feel like it's nothing to lose, and it's a better state to fight for that position. And but I just managed what I could. Not like I could control the position that I want to be in. It's always better to be leading than from behind it after anyway.
This is the second finals I've ever shot in the major games, and Jun Hong has probably shot more finals than me. Today I was a bit nervous, but I tried to calm myself down. But I had a lot of shots that were very close to the 10, but it wasn't. Probably my position wasn't correct, and it was really very hot here. Even though the heat is affecting me a lot, but I try to tell myself that to put it aside and concentrate on my actions and what I'm supposed to do. I feel that this is something that I learned because I've been always shooting in a very comfortable environment, and this is a positive thing that I can bring home and learn from it.
There was also a debutante in the women's 50-meter rifle prone event. 20-year-old Lim Yi-sien was up against some world-class shooters from around the region, and the gulf was obvious. Yi-sien did her best. She did come close, but just not close enough for medal contention. She eventually finished in 5th place with a 609.2 points total. The dominant Thai shooters took home both the gold and silver medals.
I'm not exactly satisfied with my score because I've been hitting about 6-1-2 in training, so I expected myself to at least cross the 610. Some of the 10s that I shot today were not very high 10s, so they were like 10.0, 10.1, which didn't really add much to the score. Today actually I set out just to be more brave when I pull the trigger and to just trust myself.
Finally, the 10-meter women's air pistol event. Debutante Phaedra Tan's outing was cut short as she finished 9th out of 13, just missing out on a place in the final. Teammate Tae Soo Hong did join the top 8 shooters for the afternoon final, and she even took top spot after the first 5 contested shots. But Soo Hong couldn't repeat her silver performance from Tuesday. The 23-year-old quickly fell off the pace and was eliminated after 14 shots to settle for 7th place.
Well, I feel that sometimes it's a good thing because I can just focus on my technique and don't focus on the process, and I don't think about other stuff. I was actually quite disappointed with my finals, but the good thing is that I realized that I wasn't as nervous as the previous games.
Malaysian as we go to game point. First game of this final, the women's teams event. Well, not a bad rally to finish with, but the point goes to Thailand. They take the first by 21-12. Great placement. And she takes it convincingly. 21-10 in the second game. And Thailand, in defence of their title, which they captured in Singapore in 2015, have started exceptionally well in the women's teams final. So Malaysia, an outstanding start from them. Another outstanding rally. They do so. 21-11. (11-9). Halfway stage in the third game. Oh, there it goes. It's been a struggle, but it certainly means something to this Thai team. Look, that reaction says it all. And the overall match situation is 2-0. Thailand having won the first singles and the first women's doubles. Yes. Malaysian support team here knew it was coming. Goal, pushing it to both corners all the time, working her opponent across court. Now they're close to the net. High flick, smash comes in. That's a winner. At the business end now. Yeah, excellent drop shot. Takes out the first 22-20. The crowd riding every point here. Oh, and a brilliant one under extreme pressure from Jindapol. Oh, there it is. Saving match point after match point. Oh. Goal was up to that. And Go wins it for Malaysia. But eventually she wins it, and so Malaysia stay in this final. We're playing this because the tie is at 2-1 in favour of Thailand. Oh, what a very good rally. 21-12, Thailand take the first game. But what a spectacular way to finish that first game. Oh, she was going for that acute angle. They have. 21-16. But this is top level sport. It's a test of everything. On the ground goes Lee, and then at the feet of Chow comes the smash. Oh, there it is. That is the championship point. That is the gold medal winning point in this titanic struggle, which has eventually seen Thailand carry on from its early lead of 2-0 to win this by 3-1. But what a great fight this was. 21-12, 16-21, 21-18.
Let's take a look tonight. Look at the dark.
Badminton takes a break and resumes on Saturday with the singles and doubles events. Still to come, brothers Muhammad Haziq and Nujahid Hasif in the doubles ganda in Pencak Silat.
And swimming, Joseph Schooling and Darren Lim in the 100-metre freestyle finals, as well as the bowlers looking for their second gold. Stay with us. This is Today at the Games. Welcome back to Today at the Games, where we're bringing you the highlights of the 29th SEA Games. And by now, they must have realised, surely, that towards the end of the show, that's when we bring you a whole slew of medals.
That's because it's swimming. Now, when you have young swimmers like Francis Fong and Darren Lim trying to emulate Hua Cheng-wen and Zhou Schooling, it can only be good for the sport.
Yes, but right now it's on to another sport that has been doing Singapore very proud. They have won regional and worldwide championships, but now they're on the hunt for their second gold, this time in the team event. In the much anticipated team event of bowling, it was Singapore's youthful men's squad that stole the show with a gold medal winning performance. Singapore's quintet was made up of Keith Saw, Jaris Goh, Basil Ng, Darren Ong and Chia Rei Han. At the end of Game 1, they took the lead with a score of 1,143. By the end of Game 3, they had a total of 3,333, with Thailand and Philippines trailing behind. Host nation Malaysia staged a strong comeback in Games 4 and 5, but Singapore did brilliantly to take a 177 pinfall lead going into the 6th and final game. They then showed maturity beyond their years to maintain their composure and rack up a total of 6,339 pinfalls to clinch the first men's team gold for the Republic since 1995. Indonesia and Thailand eventually took silver and bronze respectively.
Undescribable in words, honestly. It's amazing to feel that even I'm very happy, honestly, that the whole team managed to get a gold medal and we all trained so hard for this together. So honestly, this medal means the world to me, and especially when I get it with my team. I think honestly we had a lot of fun during this entire tournament, this entire team event itself. So the momentum, we never really thought about it. We just kept our energy levels high and our spirits high, and the score just showed itself.
I think we just focused on each game at a time. We took every frame one step at a time, so we weren't thinking about the entire game. So I think we did do that. We'll probably won't lead to the victory today. So it's all about just shot making and making decisions after every frame, and I think that led to our success today.
It was just fantastic. We're a really young group of bowlers with a lot of heart and a lot of fighting spirit, and to be standing up there with the goal that we never expected, it really just fulfills everything that we have trained for, and we really feel like we're going back to all the people that have believed in us and all the people that have supported us. And also, we're really happy that we were able to dedicate this win to our late coach Henry. So we're very happy we did it for him and for Singapore.
In the women's team event, Malaysia once again showed their dominance to take gold with a total of 6,264 pinfalls. Singapore's team of Daphne Tan, Shayna Ng, Sherry Tan, Bernice Lim and New Hui Fen had to settle for silver after clawing their way back into medal contention in Game 5. They eventually finished with a total of 6,203 pinfalls. Philippines took bronze.
I think we gave away quite a few pins in the beginning, but I'm happy to say that we fought back and we gave our all the last few games. And it's disappointing to get another silver, but I think our performance today towards the end was like we gave it our all, so I'm quite happy with that.
We've been medaling every event, and it's always silvers, bronze, and it's just so close. And we are feeling, I guess, as a team, we're just very happy for the boys. It's what they did today is they made history again, and it's been like 22 years since the men's team won, and we're just like really proud of them. If we can't bring home the goal, we want the boys to bring home the goal.
The Pencak Silat team began their SEA Games campaign this morning in the artistic Ganda men's doubles. Brothers Mohammed Haziq bin Zainal Abidin and Nujaid Hasif were Singapore's representatives in a field of 7 countries. In Ganda, teams perform choreographed routines that showcase the technical attacking skills and defensive skills of Pencak Silat. The movements have to be well planned, effective and powerful, and also have to show off the aesthetical aspects. The teams are scored on their technical ability, stability and expressiveness. With that performance, Mohammed Haziq and Nujaid Hasif scored a total of 544 points and won a bronze medal. Malaysia won the gold medal, while Indonesia took the silver. Congratulations to the brothers for winning Singapore's first medal in Silat in these games. Right, time for a short break, I think. But when we come back, swimming.
That's right, you see some of our young superstars aiming for the top. Hua Jing-wen, maybe the next Jocelyn Yeo.
Darren Lim, maybe the next Joe Schooling. If you want to catch these guys in action, make sure you stay right here on Today at the Games.
Welcome back. Time to head to the Bukit Jalil Aquatic Centre, where Team SG are involved in 5 individual finals in swimming.
And one relay, the 4x200 metre, where the men were looking to claim another Games record.
Right. 11 gold medals before tonight. How many will they get this evening? Let's find out.
So don't be surprised if you see the likes of Jessie Lacuna in lane 2, lane number 5 Lim Ching Huang, lane number 7 Triadi Fauzi, and lane number 8 Paul Nguyen going very quickly in this first leg, because they're all butterfly specialists heading into the backstroke.
In the 200 IM, the middle 100 meters is the most important part of the race. The backstroke and the breaststroke leg, that's usually where the race is decided.
So exactly as we said, those butterfly specialists have gone out very quickly, and now here come the backstroke specialists. The catch up from lane 3, Tran Du Khoi, and lane number 4, Pang Sheng Jin at the moment, taking his time before he attacks, because his favorite stroke's the last, and that is the freestyle. But will it be too little too late? He turns at the moment just slightly in 7th place. Lionel Koo, this is where he plays catch up. Keaton Nutapong in lane number 1 has got a lot of catching up to do, and this is where he usually does his business in the breaststroke. Going into the final 50, it will be the freestyle leg. And Triadi has taken the lead now over Leng Wen. Surely no one's going to catch him. Or is Sheng Jin coming back? Because that's a tremendous turn by Pang Sheng Jin. He is coming back strong. Pang Sheng Jin versus Triadi Fauzi for the gold medal of the 200 meters individual medley. It does go to Triadi Fauzi, just his 2nd individual goal in his SEA Games career. 0.34 ahead of Sheng Jin. And Leng Wen of Vietnam once again has to settle for a bronze medal. For the 2011 champion Keaton Nutapong, who only finishes in 5th spot, tied with Lionel Koo. So the 2 breaststroke specialists are both tied for 5th. But Pang Sheng Jin, 2:02.06, he has shaved another 90.94 seconds of his personal best in the SEA Games. The 200 meters individual medley featuring Kwa Jingwen in her only individual event today, and Samantha Yeo. The 200 meters individual medley, and Nguyen Tian Vien in Southeast Asia has no peers. I mean, victory in this event for her is as assured as there'll be traffic at this time in Kuala Lumpur. Can she live with Tian Vien and Tian Vien's favorite stroke, and that is the backstroke coming up next. 0.19 seconds behind Jingwen. Nguyen actually won this event by 5.06 seconds in 2015, the biggest winning margin since Nanik Sawaji of Indonesia beat Juni Sung by 5:39 in 1979. She's made up almost a second, in fact just slightly more than a second over Jingwen. Singapore haven't won a gold medal since Jocelyn won the last of her 7 in a row in 2005. 2:18.56 is her personal best. Yet again, Nguyen Tian Vien pulls away. Paul Patako now has caught up and is in 2nd spot, just behind Risa Dewi. But this is where Kwa Jingwen can play catch up. Or can she? She's left it a little bit too late, perhaps gassed out after that 50-meter start in the butterfly. It's magnificent by Samantha Yeo, coming back superbly strong right now, just slightly ahead of Risa Dewi, and in fact she's half a body length ahead, and she probably would win silver. But Tian Vien, gold medal yet again in the 200 IM. Samantha Yeo clinches silver, Risa Dewi clinches bronze, and Pao Patako, who finished 2nd in the last 2 editions of the SEA Games, manages to get herself out of the podium this time round. 2:14.25, way off her best time. So I'm pretty sure it'll be a new personal best from Francis in terms of 300 meters backstroke. But can Double F turn this into a 3-horse race all the way till the end? We'll be relying on that unorthodox stroke for him to push himself through for a surprise win. Lanes 3, 4 and 5, look out for that, and they've started brilliantly almost together at the same time. In fact, Kwatan Wen has perhaps got the better start, but Sudatawa is coming right back into the picture now as he gone out a little too quickly. Francis Fong still right in the mix. Angga Wijaja of Indonesia is right there as well. Sudatawa will turn in 1st place, just ahead of Zheng Wen, and then Fong in 3rd place. But this is where Zheng Wen does most of his work under waters, and he in fact is inch slightly ahead of Sudatawa. Is it too late now for Zheng Wen? Sudatawa is slowly gassing out. Zheng Wen's coming right back into this. Hua Zhengwen has got an opportunity. Zheng Wen and Sudatawa. It's Hua Zhengwen who touches first, just ahead of Sudatawa, and Francis settles for for bronze.
Look at that reaction from Zheng Wen. Oh, that was an amazing finish. I mean, this is what being a racer means, right? He probably couldn't see Sudatawa there, but the way that he threw his head back, we have always been taught to swim backstroke on the last lap.
It is not a new SEA Games record for Hua Zhengwen, but it is a new Indonesian record for Sudatawa. The first time he has gone below 55 seconds. So Christy May Chu in 1 for Singapore, Erica Kong in 2 for Malaysia, Anandia Ibato of Indonesia in 3, Jing'an of Malaysia in 4, Samantha Yeo of Singapore in 5, Tiang Kwan of Thailand in 6, Salak Loik of Thailand in 7, and Felicia Angelica of Indonesia in lane number 8. So those two Singaporean girls just behind Fee Jing-en. Fee Jing-en is a very aggressive breaststroke swimmer, but Samantha Yeo is living with her at the moment, side by side with Jing-en. Fee Jing-en has got a lot of work to do to defend a crown that she won in 2015, because Samantha Yeo is not giving up the cause. She's not too far behind the Malaysian and SEA Games defending champion. Fee Jing-en still slightly ahead of Samantha, and she will keep this lead, and she will keep the gold medal that she won in 2015. Samantha Yeo just 0.44 seconds behind, and Ivan who swum some of the best times this year of Indonesia, wins 3rd place. 1:09.44. Samantha Yeo becomes the first Singaporean to dip below 1:10. So the men's 100 meters freestyle, Joseph Schooling, a hot favorite in this race, but he might be chased by Huang Ki-Fok. Joseph Isaac Schooling going for his very own 14th, and he has rocketed off the starting blocks. Ki-Fok is coming back slowly now, and Joe Schooling, who will turn slightly in first place ahead of the Vietnamese, and then Darren Lim in 3rd place, off the boards once again, off the walls, bouncing off it. Joe Schooling is so very hot, but Huang Ki-Fok is catching up now on Joe. Ki-Fok tries to live with him, but I think Ki-Fok might have just gassed out. Joe Schooling, it's his to lose. Schooling still slightly ahead of Ki-Fok. Schooling will win it just ahead of Ki-Fok by 0.38 seconds, and Darren Lim in 3rd place. My goodness, that race was close, but Joe Schooling, the moment he knew he had competition, that was when he went up a couple of gears. Well, it won't be the first time that 3 swimmers dip below 50 seconds. Darren Lim failed to do that, 50.56, but good enough for a bronze medal for him. Singapore in lane 4, and the team most likely to chase them are beside them in lane number 3. So Thailand go in lane number 1 with Katia Tanakrit, Malaysia in lane 3, and they're represented by Wilson Sim. His personal best time this year clocked last night, 1:47.79. Singapore with Danny Yeo, his best time clocked last night in winning bronze, 1:48.98. Good swim by Danny Yeo. He's coming right back into it to keep pace with Ki-Fok. Wilson Sim will give Malaysia a body length lead ahead of Vietnam, and then Singapore in 3rd place. Singapore have Hua Zhengwen in the pool, whose personal best in this race is 1:49.17 that he clocked at the last SEA Games. Malaysians have Lim Ching Huang, who's also swum tonight already in the 200 meters individual medley as well. So a chance for Sheng Jun to make himself a real star. His best time was clocked yesterday, 1:51.22. Getting ready to take on Joseph Schooling of Singapore, who hasn't swum this event in a long, long time. Schooling already a winner tonight in the 100 meters freestyle. Yet again exploding off the starting block. He's got the medley still to come. Let's not forget.
Yes, correct, the medley relay.
Unless the coach is deciding to chant it out with the other teams. They just missed out on the SEA Games record, which they set in 2015. Schooling takes it home though, and I'd love to see his split time. put the 200 meters fly and freestyle in the back burners. And Joe Schooling shows that when push comes to shove and he has to show up for the 200 meters, he still has that in his locker.
But you know, successful night. Happy to have helped the relay to win and win my own individual event. So other than that, I think we had a pretty solid night, and I'm looking forward to resting tomorrow and finish up strong on Saturday. Can't always go best times. It's fine. Like I said, at this meet, it's all about me trying to help the team as best as I can, and you know, me trying to win as many individual events as I can. It's always nice hitting your goals. I set out with the target of hitting 6 goals, and you know, despite the times not being some up, some down, despite that, I think I would look back on this meet and say that I've had a pretty successful meet. It's been a long summer, man. It's been a long summer, and it's been a while since I've swum this many events back to back to back in consecutive days. So I think this is great training. This is a great chance to see where I'm at, and you know, I'll have a lot of things to reflect on when I'm back in Austin with Wyatt and Eddie.
I think all of us really tried our best. We all had really a lot of events. I was the only fresh one today, and I think all of them had events before this. I'm really proud of how we all just came out and started fighting for the gold medal, and we came so close to the games record, and I think we'll just break him next time, I guess.
During the 4x2, I remember watching especially me as a kid. I've been around watching my sister compete since like 2007, and I was a spectator for a lot of the time. And I remember watching Danny being that one consistent guy, always on the 4x2 and always helping pull out the win for Singapore. And I think I just want to say that I'm really, I don't know how to put this, I'm really proud to be on the same relay team as Danny. You know what I mean? I've always looked up to him. Since I was a kid, I was a spectator and he was an athlete, and now we're both on the same team. And just being able to win the relay 3 times in a row with him and the guys means just that much to me, and I don't know, I'm just really happy that we managed to pull it out again tonight.
Well, this is the start list for the women's 400 meter final. From Singapore, smiling Dipna Limprasad, already a medalist at these games. Getting away first time in the women's 400 meter final. Competitors will go once around this 400 meter track, getting off in their staggered lanes, but it looks like immediately Nguyen Thi Huyen is not messing around. The defending champion, gold medalist in 2015. Vietnam, bear in mind, has won every women's track gold at these games. So this is set to be another for Vietnam. Gold by a massive margin in the 400 hurdles over Dipna Limprasad, who's looking good for a silver medal here in this event, but perhaps even with a chance of going in on the best ever time. Still a 0.2 of a second, 0.2 of the national record for Singapore. Dipna Limprasad looking good for the silver. A battle here for Pulker to hold on for the bronze, but it's set to be an impressive gold medal for Nguyen Thi Huyen. She is superb over the flat distance 400. Indeed, she's going to win it. Can she break any records? No, 52.46. Dipna Limprasad with an impressive finish in silver, and indeed the Asian junior champion, silver medalist Supanik Pulkert of Thailand finishes in the bronze medal position. It was never in doubt. The double was certainly on. 400 hurdles, 400 flat. Silver medals in the 400 hurdles and 400 flat now for Dipna Limprasad of Singapore. And a very fine bronze medal for the Asian Junior Championship silver medalist Supanik Pulkert of Thailand, with a new personal best, 54.55.
And here's a quick look at the medal tally.
More athletics tomorrow, and it's the men's and women's 4x100 meters. That relay action, always hard pumping.
Zhang Kuei-rong and Tu Xian-hui also going for gold in the shot put. And Jasmine Sir, finally about to embark on her journey towards a SEA Games medal.
That's the right word to use, finally. I mean, it must have been a real shock for the association to find out just before the start of the games that her events were pushed back.
Yeah. Well, we wish her all the best of luck. In fact, we wish all our Team Singapore athletes the best of luck in competition tomorrow. Speaking of our athletes in competition, don't forget you can catch our swimmers in the heats at 9 a.m. tomorrow on Toggle 3.
And Toggle 1 also at 9 a.m. Some table tennis action. And of course, at the end of the day, join us for all the action on Today at the Games. I'm Mark Richmond.
I'm Kelly Latimer. Good night.